All right, everybody, welcome back. We're here bringing you the first round of our standard Showdown Magic the Gathering tournament from NeverBoard. It's Sako and Alex here, and we're going to be bringing you some live commentary of the matches.
All right, so right now we've got David Rodriguez piloting Mono Black Aggro against Jeremy Kleinatlin piloting Naya Dinosaurs. Both of these decks not quite tier 1, but these people swear by them, and they're pretty good with them.
Yeah, I mean, Mono Black's going to be here trying to get in as fast and hard as possible before something like a Ripjaw Raptor stops his aggressive force right away.
And even then, Mono Black Aggro is known for one very specific card, that Bone Picker. Always got to watch out for those plays where you can get that Bone Picker to drop for a single mana, and that's a 3/3, or I think 3/2 actually, with Flying and Death Touch.
Yeah, such a powerful card. I love it. Death Touch and Flying says, "Come at me, Glorybringer. Come at me, Phoenix." Well, Phoenix doesn't mind him so much.
The Glorybringer doesn't mind so much either, as long as you exert it.
Yeah. And having Flying this format is just such a help. There are so many decks that are just going wide, and the only way to really peck through them. I mean, if I didn't have Hedonist Climb in my deck without Flying, I would lose so many games.
Going wide or going tall. Because going tall is the backup plan for that Sultai Constrictor deck.
All right, Night Market Lookout's going to hit the stage here first. Pretty good card to get some damage in and prolong the game by gaining some life.
That's the other big strength of these Mono Black Aggro decks. There's a lot of different options at 1 mana for virtual 2 damage. Here he comes.
Right,
and that's also going to gain him 1. I think. Does it gain him 1? Yeah.
Yeah. Dinos is really wants to have Commune on turn 1 there, but a little slower start here. We'll see if Jeremy's going to be able to fight back. Ooh, and Glintsleeve coming out.
Very strong start from David Rodriguez.
So not only is he going to have extra draw, but he will be whittling him down point by point.
There's that Commune, a turn late. He just top decked it.
See what he can get. Ooh, going for the Regisaur Alpha. That thing spawns a 3/3 clone, and it gives all your dinosaurs haste, which means your Ripjaw is swinging. The turn it comes in. No one wants to block that thing. He's not going to play anything out. He's going to just attack and save the rest of his plays for main phase 2.
Always smart. Always smart as an aggro deck. You don't want to give away too much information about what's in your hand. And that Night Market Lookout is manufacturing 3-point life swings every time. There's a second one coming down, and then I believe that's Dread Wanderer. So all these 2-1s for 1.
A lot of damage on board there.
And Jeremy Kleinatlin likely without any kind of board wipe.
Ooh, but Shake the Foundations.
Oh, never mind.
The board wipe.
Never mind. I spoke way too soon. Shake the Foundations comes down and nets him 4 kills and also draws him a card. Zakama coming out of nowhere with all 3 heads just roaring.
Yowza. So normally he's going to save that card for a little later in the game to try to get his own enrage triggers going, but you cannot let that damage sit on board in aggro.
Such a strong card against Mono Black Aggro.
Just gets both players not doing anything with their last turn there.
Rodriguez looking a little screwed on mana, looking for some other offense. He finds Scrap Heap Scrounger, but Kleinatlin is 1 turn away from that Regisaur Alpha. Does he have the 5th land? He does. And there's the Regisaur Alpha, going to generate a 3/3 token with Trample, and it also gets haste from the Regisaur Alpha. I can't see him not swinging here, especially with Scrap Heap Scrounger unable to block. Just so much power on the table on Jeremy's side all of a sudden. That Shake the Foundations really swung the game back in his favor.
Yeah, truly. Kind of punished him from overextending a little there, but what can you really do with the aggro deck? You kind of have to overextend.
Well, there's Walk the Plank, so Regisaur Alpha is going to take a long walk off a short pier, and Scrap Heap Scrounger's got to get in there for 3.
Splash.
And,
and the Bone Picker comes down.
Oh, yeah, there it is, the Bone Picker, yep. We were talking about this. He cast it for full mana, but there it is.
Man, I love Walk the Plank. That's such a nice card. Ain't nobody playing Merfolk. Okay, Burning Sun's Avatar comes out. My guess is that Bone Picker's about to get zapped.
Yep, probably. There it goes. And then 3 damage to D-Rod's phase as well. It's going to help Jeremy get right back in this game. He swings with a token. Can't swing with the Burning Sun's Avatar because that Regisaur Alpha is gone. Let's see if Rodriguez has another kill spell, though.
So his hand count's down to 2, and he needs a lot to get through this board state of that Jeremy's got up.
I think I see maybe a 3rd Night Market Lookout in his hand.
Oh my goodness. Squad.
No, he's got a Swamp, so whatever that card is, I guess tapping 2, so I guess it's not a Night Market Lookout. No, he's tapping 3.
That's an Amit Eternal.
Yeah, that's really good to have.
Nice. So that's a pretty tricky card. It gets neg counters when your opponent casts the spell, and if it deals damage, all the counters are removed off of it.
If it deals combat damage to a player, all the counters are removed off
More
it.
specifically, yes.
Yeah, because it does have Afflict 3. So whether it's blocked or not, it's going to deal some amount of damage. But I think there's another...
That's a Carnage Tyrant.
Oh my goodness.
Oh boy.
Jeremy roaring right back into this game. Here comes the Burning Sun's Avatar and the 3/3 Trampling token. Oh wait, maybe not. Maybe the token stays at home.
A little regret there. It's like I want to leave up my blockage.
He just realized Amit Eternal is a 4/4, so the token is going to get eaten if it swings. So only Burning Sun's Avatar comes in. Amit Eternal going to shump block.
Gotta do what you can when you're facing fiery dinosaurs. The maw of them.
Why did Clan Atlan lose 3 life there? I don't think that's how Afflict works.
No, not at all.
Whenever this creature becomes blocked, so Clan Atlan actually should not have gone to 8.
Interesting.
So kind of a
Alright, some
mistake
round
there.
1 shenanigans. The commune goes off, finding him an extra land, kind of telegraphing he's got a big boy in his hand who's about to come out.
I mean, you say that, but like David Rodriguez is living off the top deck, so even if you do telegraph your plays, you still have to make that top deck. You can't plan anything if you're in David Rodriguez's position.
I mean, Ori communed into 5 lands.
Okay, there's the third night market lookout. And now he's going to bring back the Dread Wanderer now that he's hellbent.
Alright, alright. Still not going to be able to swing past this. This is looking pretty grim for D-Rod here. Not even a Vraska's Contempt can save him from Carnage Tyrant.
No, 7/6 with Trample and Hexproof, importantly. And Jeremy has not missed a land drop yet.
It's trying to think of what large creatures the aggro deck really runs. Once the board state gets skunked up like this.
Awakening Sun's Avatar.
Oh.
That's the big one, because that's a one-sided board wipe. Alright, Rodriguez trying to assign blocks here. Scrap Heap Scrounger cannot actually block.
Yeah,
So
a little bit of a misplay there. Get 2 kind of errors in the play here. I don't think it's going to make much of a difference, but either way.
Gotta read your cards, man. Is that the Awakening Sun's Avatar?
No, Zitalpa.
No, Zitalpa. Oh, that's a lot of damage in the air.
A Chromasaur. What is it? Vigilance Flying. Scoop Phase.
Not much you can do against an Chromasaur and a Carnage Tyrant.
Alright, and Jeremy is going to take game 1 there.
Despite the misplays of David Rodriguez's cards, Jeremy Clan Atlan fights through it and just gets there with the gigantic creatures as the Mono Black aggro deck runs out of gas. He's got Lost Legacies he could bring in.
That'd be nice calling Carnage Tyrant or something. I don't even know what I would call, really.
Carnage Tyrant, I think.
Yeah.
Because there's no other way for the black deck to deal with it. There's a Bantu's Last Reckoning, that'd be good.
Truly, yeah, that's going to get around the hexproof. And all the enrage. So both players taking a moment here to sideboard. I'm trying to think, if he's got more Shake the Foundation in the sideboard, I'd definitely recommend putting that in.
Yeah, after that absolute crushing
Blowout.
that first one did, I thought he wouldn't have any sort of board wipe in his main board, but I was absolutely wrong. I forgot Shake the Foundations as a card.
Yeah, seriously. There's another one, too, that's like does 2 damage to all non-pirate creatures.
I can't imagine Jeremy would be playing that, though.
Yeah, you gotta stick with the dino flavor. Taking out a couple more cards here.
I wish I could see what Clan Atlan was sideboarding here, but couldn't really. The camera isn't really picking it up.
Yeah, couldn't quite catch it.
Let's reset that life counter.
D-Rod's going to need to get in fast and hard if he's going to be able to take this match.
That's the plan if you're mono black aggro. But you gotta do it very, very fast and leverage your bone pickers and any other form of evasion for what they're worth. He's probably really glad he's running glint sleeve siphoners in there because Menace is another very important form of evasion to just get through the high toughness creatures and ignore the enrage triggers.
Yeah, it's like what large power creatures does Mono Black even run that can deal with a Carnage Tyrant? Is there anything that even gets up to 6?
I don't think so. I think Amit Eternal might be the biggest thing he has.
Yeah. Oh, well, if he pairs it with a Supernatural Stamina, that might be one of the only ways he can actually deal with it.
Yeah, but
combat tricks.
You don't want to use Supernatural Stamina aggressive that way unless you're winning that exact turn. Usually you want to save it for when your creature's about to die.
Another card I love, Supernatural Stamina. Such a cool one.
I've been gotten by it so many times.
Yeah, I've contemplated running that in Soul Constrictor. But Blossoming Defense has a little bit of an edge, in my opinion, over it.
Blossoming Defense is a much more versatile card because it stops all the other forms of removal that don't care about the graveyard. It importantly stops Ixalan's binding.
Oh, it does.
You're not wrong.
All right, so much thought was put into the sideboarding there. Excuse me while I crack a nice cold Coca-Cola in between rounds here.
Product placement.
Get your refreshments here at NeverBoard Gaming, Spring Hill, Florida. But we have to give a shout out to his amazing Dominaria playmat right now.
Yeah, I love that theme park playmat from the Star City Orlando Open. That is probably my favorite playmat of all time.
Oh, so that's when they opened their new store? That's how they did it?
No, it wasn't a store. It was a tournament that they held.
Oh, okay, cool.
That was the playmat that they had there. Mind you, Jeremy's is still really good, too. That's the store champion mat for Shadows of Innistrad. It's got the art from, what's the card? Anguished Unmaking on it. Showing Sorin destroying very painfully his own creation in Archangel Addison.
Poor gal. Gotta unmake that angel. Anguishly. Oh, and here we go. Another Night Market Lookout right off the bat. Can't draw enough of those cards, apparently.
You found 3 of them last game. 2 of them were doing a lot of work before that. Well, one of them was, I guess. The second one was just a victim of the circumstance before that Shake the Foundations landed. Do you think that Rodriguez not have a second land play here? He's just going to play another 1-drop and pass?
Another Night Market Lookout.
That's 5 that he's seen over the course of 2 games.
All right, shuffle your decks well, everybody. So, I love that card. Just getting a little extra damage in, getting life, faux lifelink.
Unclaimed territory, naming Dinosaur into Otepec Huntmaster. That's going to make his dinos 1 mana cheaper. So we could see that turn 3 Ripjaw Raptor with haste.
Yowza. I have a feeling you won't get blocked.
Probably not. I think D-Rod would be taking 4 to the face that turn. Meanwhile,
the Night Markets are going to chisel back a little bit more life slowly. And he swings right at him. Offers one up for trade.
Not even blinking at the 2 toughness Huntmaster.
Telegraphing a Supernatural Stamina here? Do I got the hard read?
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
You've got that Soul Read. Supernatural Stamina coming down. Going to trade with that Huntmaster. And then Night Market Lookout will return to the battlefield.
Does it come back tapped?
Yeah.
Okay. Really wants to protect that little dude. Kind of a surprising play, but anything to remove that Huntmaster and slow down your opponent, I guess, is a good idea.
Not that surprising when you're stuck on 1 mana. Mind you, Mono Black Aggro can function on 1 mana.
Yo, I think this dude's got another Night Market Lookout in his hand. I'm not even kidding.
That would be 6 over the course of 2 games. At that point, if I were running this tournament, I'd be like, can I check your deck? Can I check your deck?
You're in there. This is not a relentless rat.
You can only run 4. He's just finding them. Oh, one of them's going to fall to a shock, though, before attacks.
Doesn't want him to gain that life.
Doesn't want to lose that extra life either. Remember, that's 1 damage on attack as well. Jeremy goes down to 13. Oh, there's that second land. Finally, he's got one. He does. Come on! What the heck is going on?
Happening here? Deck check?
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding.
What the heck is going on here? All these Night Market Lookouts.
So much drain and gain right here.
Does Jeremy have the Shake the Foundations, though? He's tapping 4. No, he's got the Ripjaw Raptor. So yeah, I totally had the Soul Read on that turn 3 Ripjaw Raptor, but instead he offers up the Otepec Huntmaster, plays into the Supernatural Stamina, had to wait a turn. But now,
all right, here comes the 5th Night Market Lookout.
He's got to think about his play here. Unless he's got walk the plank. Yes, he does. So didn't have to think about it that hard. Swing for basically 6, but it's a 9-point swing. He's gaining 3 as well, giving himself a nice cushion in case Jeremy comes back.
The Night Market squad is going the distance this game.
Hashtag squad goals.
So this is Monoback Rogue Tribal.
Rootbound Crag, does he have the Regisaur Alpha? No, but he's got...
Oh, Sunwing.
Kinjali Sunwing.
A little late to the party. Actually, what's funny is if he plays another Night Market Lookout, he'll take damage and gain a life, right?
He can't play another one. There's one in his graveyard. Oh, wait, no. Is there? I think there is.
Right? Yes, one of them had to die at this point.
Well, one of them died and then came back to Supernatural Stamina. Now, for some reason, I'm blanking on... Oh, well. He's got 4 of them in his deck, though. We know that. Before attacks, shock one of them. Yeah, okay, one of them is dead because it died to the shock. That's what it was. So he has found all 4.
Just happy to run into a Sunwing here, I guess.
Sunwing happily has one of them for lunch.
Nom,
The other gets
nom,
through for
nom.
damage. Does he have the Bone Picker follow-up? That would be great.
No,
Nope.
that's pretty good too, though.
Glint-Sleeve Siphoner. That will still represent lethal. Assuming the Kinjali Sunwing is removed somehow.
Yeah, what's cool about Night Market Lookout is you can get that damage that from just tapping into a vehicle, from even just running into another creature. It's awesome.
There's Register Alpha, 2 bodies on 1 card. That Glint-Sleeve Siphoner, yeah, that should be tapped because of Kinjali Sunwing. Almost missed that. Good catch, Jeremy. Good catch. Not that it matters, though, because Clanatman wisely deciding not to swing with him stuck at 4 life.
Not enough energy to get a draw. I don't think this deck has any way of gaining energy besides just attacking with the Glint Sleeve.
Yeah, and he'll be attacking into 2 blockers, regardless of what piece of spot removal David Rodriguez might have.
Man, with 30 life, it's going to be a long uphill battle here.
Did he just play a 3rd land? I can't see. I think he just did.
That's kind of like a pet peeve I had in Magic, where people like block their mana with their hands.
That was an old bad habit of mine before I learned to just sit back in my chair and relax.
Yeah.
And even then, sometimes I still do it, like in Commander. Tapping 3, does he have the Ammon Eternal?
Oh,
No.
Bantu.
Bantu,
So Bantu's going to have some fun sack action. Nope, just decides to sit there. But he can, you can't actually like declare block and then sack the creatures in response and then block with Bantu, right?
No, because
you
all
miss the
blockers have to.
timing.
Yeah, all blockers have to be declared at the same time.
So Bantu won't be able to block until the sack is occurred.
Correct.
Or just one dies.
Yeah, and it does come into play tapped anyway because of Kinjali Sunwing. Sun Petal Grove, but it has to come in tapped because he doesn't have a Forest or Plains. I didn't even notice he didn't have a Forest or Plains, but it looks like he doesn't. Just mountains are his only basics.
Wow. Wonder if that made a difference here. Did he have like a 7-drop play?
Probably not. I can't think of any 7-drops the Dinosaur deck plays besides, I don't know, maybe the...
Is Awakening 7? That's 8, isn't it?
That's 8.
Yeah, okay. Gosh, that card is such a blowout sometimes.
I was thinking maybe the Silver whatever Raptors, but... Okay, Dread Wanderer is going to come in.
Bantu's best friend.
Oh, yes. It's like
Does
playing
have
Sweet.
enough damage to activate here. And he has Menace as well. This might be lethal.
Yeah, because he'll have 2 creatures with Menace, so one of them will have to get double blocked, the other will get through, and that still leaves Night Market Lookout as well. There he goes, sacking the Dread Wanderer.
I honestly don't even know what Bantu does. I guess you get to scry,
Yeah, you get to scry 1 and then drain for 1 life as well.
which is going to make all the difference in the world here.
Yeah, so whenever Night Market Lookout swings, that's going to bring him to 2 as well. Bantu has Menace.
Can't be stopped. That's a win.
Yeah, if Jeremy didn't have the shock in response, what could he have?
Thinking hard about it, he must have some sort of response at hand. That or he's just coming into the realization that he's getting double menaced right now.
Yeah, David Rodriguez pointing to both of his Menace creatures. Double block the Bantu.
Scoop phase.
Yep, I think that's what's happening.
And he got him that one. Wow, War of Attrition. Just as Jeremy was kind of getting the momentum back into his favor, Bantu came in and saved the day.
Bantu the Glorified.
You don't really... I've never faced off against that card yet.
I haven't seen him play that card yet. This is the first time I've seen that card get played in Standard ever, actually. Mind you, I know Theorycraft-wise it is a possible inclusion in that one Sacrifice deck with Oathsworn Vampire.
Oh, the one that, like, the infinite vampire loop?
Yeah, because you keep making treasure tokens and you spend the treasure mana to keep replaying.
Oh my gosh. If I got hit by that, I'd probably just move on to modern and stop playing. There's some funny stuff in Standard now with new perspectives running around. We have that. And there's also some, apparently...
The New Perspectives deck's been a thing for a while, actually.
Yeah, well, it's new to me. I just saw it last week. And then I also heard about the really weird Johnny Time Stream Navigator build where you just take infinite turns, but I can't imagine that ever actually happening.
There are all kinds of weird, just crazy deck builds that you can find at Standard Showdown events, just people testing out stuff. Like I'm sure people who does MTG Goldfish have seen that Zakama Storm deck.
Oh,
The one
yeah?
with like the Panharmonicons, and you just keep getting that Zakama trigger over and over, untapping all your lands.
Wait, how do you keep getting it over and over?
Because Panharmonicon doubles the end of the battlefield trigger.
Oh my gosh.
So you untap all your lands twice, and then you just play more Zakamas, you clone Zakama, you draw some cards, pull from Tomorrow for 1 billion, and then eventually you just find Walking Ballista for like 40 or something and kill them.
So wait, so you can like play Zakama, untap all the lands, Panharmonicon triggers, but in response to a bunch of stuff with your mana?
You can float your mana.
Oh my
And then just
gosh.
keep it, and then play whatever you want with it.
Holy crap.
It sounds awesome, but it just straight loses to aggro, because it has hardly any ways of dealing with aggro. It just plays Gift of Paradise to gain itself life.
And any deck that plays Panharmonicon has to be okay with doing nothing on turn 4.
Which is usually a tough sell, because there are a lot of decks in Standard where turn 4 is their big turn.
Alright. Getting right back into it. Let's see how many Night Market Lookouts D-Rod can get this time.
He found all 4 that previous game, and he found 3 in game 1.
Yep, and so while we're recording right now here at NeverBoard, we're getting ready to pop off our modern tournaments on Saturday nights. So you're going to hear some cheerful giggling in the background and people moving about, but it should add to the nice shop ambiance that we have here at NeverBoard.
People being merry, playing the most popular format in Magic. Star City just announced the second half of their tour this year. Most of the events are going to be modern. In fact, there are going to be no standard events at all, just team constructed events. That's the only standard action you're going to get. All the rest of it's modern.
That's very surprising. Well, here we go. He does find that Night Market Lookout on turn 1, and Jeremy not doing much with his second turn. He's going to let his land come in tapped, and the drain endgame begins.
Of course, David Rodriguez maybe stuck in one land again. Nope, he does have the second one.
He's tricky with that. He's always doing main phase 2 plays.
Is that another?
What is happening?
David Rodriguez.
He has a gravity for these.
What's that? Okay, what weird time portal did he just open where he just magnetizes all of these Night Market Lookouts to his hand?
Rogue Tribal, guys. I'm telling you, it's a new deck.
New meta, 50 Night Market Lookouts, 10 lands, 10 swamps.
Eventually you die. Doesn't matter what you do. All right, let's see if he goes. Are we in literally Clown World here? Is he going to supernatural stamina?
I think Jeremy just missed his land drop and just had to run out the Odapec Huntmaster and pass and hope it doesn't get killed. But I think he's got the walk the plank, and he does.
Oh man, this feels bad.
Bad news for Jeremy Klein-Atlin. Gonna have to take 6 to the face.
Dinos cannot miss their mana. Really just cannot.
No, that's one of the big weaknesses of the decks. If it misses mana at any point, it is going to fall far behind.
Oh my god.
And he missed again. Oh no, David Rodriguez is just going to run away with this game.
He has more Night Market Lookouts than he has mana.
He's got 2 Dread Wanderers in hand too. He can play more 1-drops and just like hope for no Shake the Foundations if he wants.
Almost no point now. But I guess Dread Wanderer can come back anyway. So.
He's already representing lethal on board after this swing. He doesn't even have to play anything. He can just sit there and pass if he wants. Oh wait, no? What's going on? Why is he untapping all of his creatures?
I don't know, yeah. Okay.
I think Jeremy was saying, wait a minute, go before combat, I'm going to do something. Oh, wait, no, I changed my mind. Okay, there's Dread Wanderer number 1. Does he play Dread Wanderer number 2? He does.
Oh my gosh, I'm seeing double.
That's 12 damage on board. And that third land's going to come into play tapped. I don't think Jeremy's going to be able to play anything.
He had the
He
shake.
had the Shake the Foundations. He just needed the third mana and could not find it.
Oh, and he had Ranging Raptor, Ripjaw. That's a good hand if he finds his mana. Inspiring Sanctuary. That's weird.
David Rodriguez stealing this game 3.
Night Market Lookout stealing game 3.
He found 10 Night Market Lookouts over the course of 3 games. 10, Socko.
I can't find a Hadana's Climb in a whole match in this game.
And this guy just finds his best 1-drop at least 3 times over all the...
I would rather be lucky than good. Luckily, I'm both. And so is D-Rod, apparently, with his showing that Mono Black Aggro can take some games even off of a slightly bad matchup against Dinosaurs. All right, and thanks for tuning in, everybody. We're going to have some more standard content coming your way soon, as well as some modern. So make sure to like, subscribe, and Alex and I say goodbye Peace out.
Later.